Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 242 of our BU 365-day challenge. To do one thing every day that improves us, to continuously improve us in different areas and aspects of our life. And this month, this segment, we've been focusing on the area of confidence. Self-confidence, confidence in ourselves and other things. Basically, our belief and our trust in ourselves to do and achieve the things that we want to achieve in our life. So today, we're going to design I'm going to do mine, you're going to do yours, Confidence PDP, which stands for Personal Development Plan. We've done it in each of the other areas and aspects of our life: physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, financial, relationships, contribution, and now confidence, in order to make sure that we keep moving forward throughout the rest of the year and preferably throughout the rest of our life by doing things a little bit every day to make us automatically move toward our long-term goals and objectives in each of these different areas and aspects of our life. So I'm going to share an 8-step process that you can use to develop your own confidence personal development plan. And then tomorrow we're going to talk about how to make this automatic. We've been kind of fallen into a format with different topics that we cover on each area and aspect of our life, because it's so important not only to understand, have a process for improving, identifying and understanding what's wrong, have a process for understanding what we want and how we get from where we are to what we want, which is all based on the SOAP framework, right? What's our current story? What's our desired story? Creates a gap. The rest of the framework fills the gap by exploring options and possibilities, picking among those alternatives and possibilities and taking action right away, and then deciding and determining if we're making progress or not. Checking in to make sure that the actions and the things that we're doing are moving us toward what we want. So what's this 8-step process to come up with our own confidence personal development plan? Well, number one, we need to embrace change. We need to realize that if something doesn't feel right, or if we don't feel really strong in a certain area or aspect of our life, that is a signal to us or a sign to us that we need to make some changes. Why? Because things outside of us are always changing, and it's up to us to decide how we're going to respond and react to those changes. And knowing that something doesn't feel right for us, that's the first signal to us that something needs to change. Maybe it's just our thinking. Maybe it's a belief that we've held for a long time that just isn't serving us anymore, and we want to pick a belief that serves us better to move us toward what we want. So number one, embrace change. Know that change means we're moving forward and we're moving in the direction we want our life to go. That is, if we have in mind an idea and a picture of where we want to go. And that applies to our confidence as well as any other area and aspect of our life. Number two, I'm going to list out the areas where our self-confidence isn't exactly where we want it to be. And we've done a little bit of this before we did the SOAP framework. We thought about, well, what are the areas and aspects of my life with respect to confidence where I would like to feel better about myself. And mine was interacting with my family during challenging and difficult time. And one of those just got done doing was moving my mom from her Wisconsin house to her Texas house. She decided that at 85, she doesn't really need 3 homes. So last year they sold the cabin, or the year before. This year she sold her house in Wisconsin, and now she's just going to maintain her, and she's been a Texas resident for years now, but she's going to just maintain that household, which totally makes sense. So what areas do we want to have more confidence in? That was mine, and I ran that through the SOAP framework, and I guarantee I had a better experience because I did that throughout the packing and getting ready to move and helping her move than had I not done that. Number 3, we want to determine our beliefs around this area where we lack confidence. Why? Because 99.99% of the time when we are struggling or challenged in an area, it's usually because of our thinking or our beliefs about that topic, about that subject, about that area. We're all born with pretty much no fears, right? We're afraid of falling. We're afraid of loud noises, but that's about it. Everything else we learn throughout our experience and throughout our journey here on the planet. And so depending on how old we are and how many experiences we've had, good or bad or however we interpreted them, that has helped us to form beliefs. And these beliefs, a lot of the times, conflict with one another. Excuse me. Cloggy throat this morning. And what happens when our beliefs conflict? Depending on which belief is stronger, that's the direction our life will go. But a lot of times our beliefs just hit head to head and they keep us stuck in the same situation or the same circumstances because they're so conflicting and they're equally powerful. nothing happens, nothing changes. So we want to identify what are the beliefs I have around this area of confidence. And I had a whole bunch of beliefs around the area of dealing with my family and traumatic and dramatic situations, etc. And so I needed to examine those and say, okay, which ones are serving me? Which ones make me feel good? Which ones make me not feel so good? And those are the ones that I need to. Number 4, find fault with these beliefs. Find fault with the beliefs in terms of, are they serving me? Are they not? Are they conflicting? Because sometimes we might have 2 really good beliefs, but they conflict in an area where we want to change. Number 5, seek out a mentor if you can find one. If you can find an advisor or a mentor to help you through this change or to help build your confidence in an area, that's a great way to do it. Sometimes we just need to talk to somebody who's been through a situation that we're going through right now before, and they can help us, number 1, learn how they handled it. Number 2, because how we handle things and getting through things builds our confidence. 6, start small and then build up, right? Start small, but get started right now. That's why we've been practicing all month, is little ways to improve or look for areas where we are confident or not confident. We take the areas where we're confident and how we behave and the lessons we've learned there, we apply them to the areas where we're less confident. Number 7, track your progress. Again, try to find a way. It's part of the SOAP framework. How do I know if I'm moving toward what I want or not? How do I know I'm moving towards my confidence goal? And I guess my best way is when I find myself in situations where I've normally been nervous or less confident and I handle them well and they go well, that adds to my success bank of confidence and handling that type of situation. And once I've handled the situation before, once I've had experience in it, that immediately boosts my confidence. And finally, number 8, evolve your plan over time. As you grow and change, your plans will grow and change as well. So our action item today is, of course, to create your own confidence personal development plan. Put in it whatever works for you, whatever feels right for you. And then if you're brave, you can just share done in the comments below, or you can share maybe the couple steps of your confidence plan. I personally think an 8-step confidence plan, it's great for coming up with the original plan, but my plan probably will not have all 8 steps in it. It's probably going to be a simple 4-step process that goes along with the SOAP framework, right? Because that's what I found works best for me these days. All right, any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow for our final day on our focus of confidence, and we will, of course, talk about how do we automate all this? How do we make this an automatic part of our continually improving confidence from now, I guess from now on. All right, have an awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.